Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who is now Fox News contributor, had the chance to meet with the Queen, and he joins us now. Great to have you with us.
Martha, it's great to be with you on this historic day.
Very moving words, I think, by Senator McConnell there, talking about her being a living master class that the world badly needed. Your thoughts today?
I think Senator McConnell and some of the other guests have captured it pretty well. I think of bedrock. I think of foundational virtues, the things that the Queen did. It was 4 long years serving in the Trump administration. She did this for 70 years. The stamina, the dedication to public service is immeasurable. I did have a chance to meet her. She always was winsome. She had joy in her heart as well. She joked. She says, "Oh, you're the survivor," right? She was friendly in a way, but demonstrated enormous wisdom as well, right? From Churchill to Truss. There was always someone there who knew the sweep of history, appreciated the sweep of history, worked with prime ministers from across the political spectrum to deliver good things for the people of the kingdom, which she was responsible for.
You know, it's interesting. Obviously, our history is breaking away from that and starting this new, very special country that we have here. And yet, we did come around to this special relationship that she did foster and strengthen with meetings with every president, as you say. What is the relationship, as you see it, between the United States and the country that we began our own country by rebelling against?
It's a storied, wonderful, amazing history. They were fantastic partners of mine when I was a CIA director, whether it was MI5 or 6 or the GCHQ. Great, brilliant people. Whether it was the foreign secretaries. The first one was Boris Johnson was the foreign secretary at the beginning of my time. These were people who were serious, and they understood that American exceptionals and greatness didn't come at a cost to Britain. It came where we could work together to make each of our two nations richer, better, more prosperous, more secure. And so I think the history of how we all started off in the time when we broke apart is something that we all reflect on. We will kid about it. We chose very different and unique systems. But make no mistake about it, these two countries are good friends, important allies, and have delivered really good outcomes for our people across the sweep of the last 70 years when the Queen was reigning.
What do you think about the relationship that exists between the Queen and the Prime Minister? We watched her give Liz Truss the invitation to form a government, which is the way it works. They have private meetings weekly where they can discuss what's going on in the world, and it has worked out fairly well over time. What do you think about that relationship?
You know, I've never been part of that. We have such a unique, different system. But I can imagine that if one was a prime minister, to go be with Queen Elizabeth, to go listen to her. I hope that's what they did. Mostly listen, not talk. Yeah. To listen to what she can bring to bear. Her commitment. Think about it. She was married for 70 years. Another institution that she defended with great vigor. One that I fear we are losing touch with here. Just the calmness and the decency and the dignity that she would bring to that conversation. My guess is that she often spoke in ways that were suggestive, not directive, ways that represented broadly the United Kingdom, not politics. I am confident she's helped many prime ministers through some incredibly difficult situations.
And there are incredibly difficult situations going on in Europe right now. We have aggression from Russia in Ukraine and big question marks about where the Western world is headed, given the threats that we face now.
Yes, the new prime minister there has got her work cut out for her. I think she made a good decision this morning. They're going to begin to put one foot in front of the other and begin to provide natural gas for themselves. They're going to frack in the United Kingdom, right? The first step is always self-help as they go through what is inevitably going to be an incredibly difficult winter, not only in the United Kingdom, but throughout France and Germany and the remainder of Europe. It is tough, and I think Prime Minister Truss will regret that she won't have this woman who had these remarkable decades and had seen just about everything and experienced much of it. I'm confident King Charles will be helpful, but boy, to have someone who had been through some of the toughest times in the history of Europe would have been an enormous benefit to any prime minister.
Extraordinary masterclass for sure. Thank you very much, Secretary Pompeo. Good to see you as always.
Great to see you too, Martha. Thank you, ma'am.
So Queen Elizabeth